Welcome to Performance Classics. I'm Anthony Buchanan. Sorry if you're expecting Craig McLean, but obviously his Mark 1 Escort RS 2000 is more or less nearly built and he's running out of content. So a couple of weeks ago I decided I wanted to get my Audi Quattro on the road, and I've had it 9 years now, so it's about time I got it on the road. So I've started taking a few bits off it to get it painted. I've took this wing off, took the headlights out, took the grille out, etc. But there's still the driver's side wing to take off. So I'll time-lapse taking the wing off, and then I'll have a talk about the car and tell you a bit about it. Right, so I've took that wing off there, as you've seen in that short time lapse. You probably thought it come off quite easy, but my dad has had this wing off and actually repaired it. I'll show you what he's done. So this is the driver's side wing. And my dad's actually repaired this bottom corner. So he's actually, I think he actually made that full section there because it was all corroded. So he's remade all this. I think a section at the front here as well, and repaired that, so that's all done. So this passenger side wing was taken off as well, so as you can see there, it's all been removed, and you can actually see original clean metal there. And obviously this, I think it's butyl that they put on this sailor stuff, very tacky, and you could hardly get the wing off, but it has actually protected the metal, and the metal looks really good there, which I'm quite surprised at. I wasn't expecting that. It's just everything else on the car, but the car isn't too bad, to be fair. Obviously this is the engine, the 5-cylinder gives it that good sound. Obviously the turbo's way down there, hidden away. I wouldn't like to do a lot of work on this. It would probably be easier just taking the engine out, and the wastegate there. Nice big wastegate. So yeah, so that's the engine there. So the bits we're actually looking at getting done is this. So I cut it out and made some repair panels, and then my dad's welded it in and got it all finished and tidied up. So that's why we're getting it sprayed. Same on that corner, you maybe can't see it very well, but the guy we're going to take it to is going to try and blend it up here and across the scuttle panel there, just to try and blend it in, so it doesn't look out of spot. And obviously in the wheel arches here, my dad's went around it with some black stone chip. I think when the wing's on I might go over it with some white just to make it tie in with the car. Like I say, the car is pretty solid. Just have a look inside. Leather seats. That's obviously the windscreen for it. It's got a digital dash as well, and as you can see, the old phone. Not that that would be legal now, obviously. So yeah, to be fair, it is in decent condition. It just looks quite tatty, and we were thinking about getting this rear wing painted as well, but we'll just see. I'll see the paint guy and just see what he wants to do. Obviously it's up to him really. And it's got a Miltech exhaust on, full Miltech exhaust, all the back box and everything there. Sounds really good. Single box system. It all sounds really good. That's the old system there. The only reason we took it off was because of this bit of corrosion here, and I think it's quite common on them, where the centre box corrodes and starts blowing. It isn't on that side, it's on the other side, but we thought we might as well change the exhaust for a Miltech, and then it's all done and sorted. As you can see, my dad's been in this side and stone chipped everything here as well. so it's looking pretty good. Could probably do with a suspension rebuild. Springs don't look too bad though for the age of the car. 36-year-old I think it is. So, oh, and by the way, I haven't had it 9 yet, I've had it 13 years, so it is about time it was put on the road. Bit tight in this garage, unfortunately, but you've got to work with what you've got. We all can't afford big, fancy units to have our projects in, unfortunately. So yeah, Quattro logo on the rear window there. They were a very nice car back in the day. Well, they still are now, really worth a lot of money as well. Auxiliary cooler there as well. Have a quick look underneath. As you can see there, the crank pulley is very close to the front. That's probably why it's got this damage here, because it's been pushed back at some time. So, intercooler in there as well. So yeah, like I say, 13 years I've had it. My dad started doing bits and pieces on it about 2 years ago now. He done a cam belt water pump, which obviously you got to take all the front end off to do that. Take the radiator out because there's no room whatsoever. So that's been done. Yeah, I'll have to have a look at this hose here. It looks a bit suspect with a bit of tape around it there. So wonder if there's maybe a boost leak there of some sort. I'll have to get that looked at. Yeah, but like I said, my dad's done a lot of work on it. As you can see, the new drop links there, and he's done inner lower arm bushes. I think he's done them all around as well. So this caliper's off because the caliper says we have got a pair of calipers, refurbished calipers somewhere in here, but I'll just have to find them and put them on. So as you can see there, the Miltech centre section, which that was a bit of a nightmare in its own, because I bought the exhaust off eBay and then we come to fit it. Oh, sorry, when I got it off eBay, it had been joined, so it was obviously a resonated system. Actually, that's the pipe there. So it was obviously a resonated system and someone had cut the box out. Well, I thought it looked horrible, so I got the pipe. I got the new pipe, but the pipe is actually different now. It isn't this flange joint with the donut. It's actually a slip-on joint, and the joint's actually further back. Behind the diff. Oh no, yeah, behind the diff. So it's an easier fitment, but obviously we had to alter the back box to fit it, which we did have some stainless steel MIG wire, so we sorted that out and got that fitted, but it's just something you didn't really expect. So I don't know whether you can see that as well. It's had new fuel filter, new fuel lines. So there's just a couple of bits and pieces to do on it, just to get it ready for the road. Sunroof is seized. I'll have to take that out and see if I can free that off. You can actually pop the sunroof out by pulling the pins, or I hope I can anyway. If you pull these pins out each side, the sunroof actually pops up, and then I think you can get to the frame, or I hope I can get to the frame. So yeah, so basically it was just a short episode, just introducing the car. Obviously, like I've said, Craig's Mark 1 Escort is coming towards the end of the build. Right, first job for today is I need to replace the front calipers. As I said, this caliper is seized and it isn't allowing the wheel to turn very easy, but we found these a pair of calipers, refurbished calipers on eBay. So I'll set you up on a time lapse, and we'll obviously get this one replaced, and then I'll have to get the car down on its wheels, get it turned round, and I'll change the other one while it's on the drive and have a bit of a tidy up in the garage while it's out. So we'll be there soon. Right, so I've got the caliper on, all bled up. I put a new bolt in the mounting bracket for the cable and bled it up. Obviously it's in there. I just jumped in, pressed the pedal a couple of times just to get the fluid through. I'll probably go around the full system actually and blade the fluid again. I did do it a couple of years ago when I replaced the brake pipes. As you can see, I've got braided hoses on it there, and replaced the copper brake pipes throughout. So I'll set you up on a time lapse again, and we'll get the car on its wheels and get it out, hopefully. Right, let's see if the old beast will start. Has been sitting for about 2 years now, so we'll see. Bit hesitant, and it doesn't sound like it's on all cylinders, but it'll soon kick in. T-bone day. I don't think it's ever failed to start. Just sound good with that Miltech on. Right, so that's the driver's side caliper fitted. Obviously, I've copper slipped everything up, copper slipped pads up, tightened everything up, fitted the new bolt in there like the other side. So that's basically it for the brakes. I also bled it, obviously, to get them to work. So I'll get the camera set up on the tripod and I'll do a little outro for you. Right, so that's it for this episode, guys. We've accomplished quite a few things. We've got the calipers on, got the wing off, a bit more prep for the body shop day. There'll be a couple of more things to do, but I won't video it, such as take the roof rails off the gutters, just to make it easier for the guy to paint it. So in the next couple of weeks there'll be Craig's dyno video to come, so keep your eyes peeled for that. So thanks for watching. See you later.